You're widely seen as an advocate for the industry. I have this really basic question. Why are you such a proponent of crypto? In your view, what purpose does it serve?
So I would take a little bit of issue with that question. I don't describe myself as an advocate of the industry. I'm a freedom maximalist, though, and I think what the approach that we've been taking to crypto has been one of using regulation to stop people from trying to do interesting things they want to do. And so all I'm asking is that we have an innovation policy that allows people to innovate and that allows people to try new things.
I love that opening by Hester Peirce. I've been critical at times of her, but she hits the nail on the head. Finally some common sense here. It's not the SEC's job to play technologists, to figure out if blockchain is valuable, if it has a future. That's none of their business. They are also not there to play our makeshift financial advisors. We never asked for their advice. We didn't hire them. That's not what they are there to do, to tell us what investments are good or what investments are bad. They are simply there to regulate securities. And I like that Hester Peirce really didn't play into that and really reiterated that, you know what? She's not pro-crypto. She's not there to be a crypto cheerleader. She's pro-freedom and innovation. And we should let the innovators go out there and build the future. Really, really great interview by Hester Peirce. Now, breaking news. This is big. We see from Fox News reporter Eleanor Terrett, 3 sources with direct knowledge of the matter tell me that President Trump has chosen Brian Quintenz, the current head of policy at A16 Crypto, to be the permanent chair of the CFTC. So once again, we have another position open and being filled by someone pro-crypto. That is massive. We see Jeremy Hogan saying the following: the head of the CFTC will eventually, likely, be more important to the crypto space than the head of the SEC. And that's what we're hearing, as it should be, because most cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, these are commodities, and they should be regulated by the CFTC. Now, there will still be crypto projects that are classified as a security, and that's fine. They can go work with the SEC and register those products, and that's fine. But for your pure cryptos, those are going to be under probably the CFTC. This is a big, big hire. Jeremy hits the nail on the head here. Brian Quintenz is a solid A. Absolutely. Couldn't be better. Laura Shin, she's excited. She knows this is going to be big for Ethereum and really everybody else here. Now, we have the following. Breaking. Goldman Sachs just disclosed that they own 1.58 billion Bitcoin through BlackRock and Fidelity ETFs. They've been increasing quarter after quarter their holdings in each ETF. BlackRock up over 88%, Fidelity up over 105%. They might not come out and say it, but they are stocking up. They know where the space is going, and they are getting ready. It's just a matter of time. While everyone else is panicking, they are getting ready for what's about to happen here. Another follow-up by Eleanor Terrett that says the following: we could see the SEC acknowledge Grayscale's XRP spot ETF as early as Thursday, 2/13, if it indeed chooses to do so. So this is the thing. Someone applies for an ETF application. The SEC, if they don't want to approve it, they just don't acknowledge it. It just kind of dies off and goes away. So this is a big moment. Are they ready to approve this? Are they going to make us wait on coins like XRP and Solana and just put through your Dogecoins and your Litecoins? We will see, but I think we got a good shot here. If it doesn't happen now, it'll happen after we get our new SEC chair. But let's get after it. Let's get this thing approved now. Couldn't happen at a better time. Now, Meta Lawman, I think he's making better sense of this than what I did last night. So we heard that they're going to put the Binance case on hold for 60 days. And Hester Peirce said, you know what? The crypto task force, we're working through some stuff that might bring clarity to this case, might actually bring a resolution without having to go to court and battle it out. So let's put it on hold for 60 days. Well, what Meta Lawman is telling us is, you know what? That might not be the case. It might be even more bullish. What may be happening is Paul Atkins, he wants to wait until he's confirmed. He's going to want credit for this big win for cryptocurrencies. And so once he's confirmed, he may go out and start dropping these cases. And that would be huge for not just Binance, but Coinbase, for Ripple. That should be the first one they drop. That's already been ruled on by a judge. Drop that sucker now. And a lot of people are upset. They're like, why wait for Paul Atkins? a judge has already ruled in Ripple, just do it now. I agree, but at the same time, I think probably the incoming SEC chair is going to want credit for this, for cleaning up the crypto space. And so I think that's what's happening here. They're just waiting to bring him in, and then they'll systematically go out and just get rid of all these cases. And I think Meta Lawman's absolutely right. That's why we see the 60-day hold, because it seemed wild to me that the SEC could be ready with any sort of guidance that quickly. Within 60 days, they're going to have a whole framework that's going to settle out the Binance case. To me, that seemed a little bit optimistic, but this makes a lot more sense. I think they're just putting that thing on ice till we get the new SEC chair, and then probably most of these non-fraud cases are going to go away. I really like this, and this is why. RWAs are the future, but they haven't popped off yet. David Schwartz giving this explainer on real-world reasons why RWAs are going to be huge in blockchain. Go listen to it. He's talking about, titling houses and why that matters in lending and borrowing and all this kind of stuff. All of your real-world assets are going on chain. But what I like is, unlike DeFi that's already kind of run, RWAs have not, and Ripple is a first mover here. There's RWA systems out there, but it hasn't really gone mainstream. And furthermore, the one area that banks and financial institutions where they really want to jump in, payments are big and they want to improve payments, but they are really itching to get into RWAs. They all want this, from BlackRock to JP Morgan. And the first one to solve this is going to capture a lot of value. And Ripple's really running out ahead of the pack here, saying, hey, we got a solution. We understand this is the future, and we may have the very first, massive product. You could argue that maybe institutional DeFi could be the same, but RWAs, they could jump in here and really capture a large amount of this market really quickly. And that would be bullish, of course, for XRP Ledger. We see Jake Chavinsky saying the following: I've been catching up with founders and lawyers at various areas in crypto about what's happening in DC. And they're telling him that, now is a good time to go in and actually meet with the SEC. They always say, come in and meet with us, discuss what you're doing. And what they would do, they would listen to you, they would take notes, and then they would use all that information to sue you. Times have changed. And he said, you know what? Someone told me this 6 months ago. I would either think they were joking or they were a total idiot. Crypto law is fun again. This is actually a real thing where you can knock on the SEC's door, go in and talk to them, and actually, hopefully, I never trust, government agencies, but hopefully work to some sort of resolution to have a regulated product. It's a very, eventful time in cryptocurrencies. It's an optimistic time in cryptocurrencies that a new age is here. And if that's true, if that happens, we are going to see explosive building as we go forward. The last thing we see here, FTX is going to start repaying people that were hit in that collapse where, they lost everything. It says FTX will repay 98% of its users at Bitcoin 20,000. So whatever the value was at 20,000 when this thing locked up, that's what they're going to pay you at. The good news is 1 ETH at FTX, you still get 2,500 because the price is the same thing. Come on, Vitalik. This whole space is waiting on you. Do something, devs. Make this freaking Ethereum coin finally go up because it's been dismal. Get that thing going so the whole space can wake up here. I think it's only a matter of time, but we got to do something. Come on. ETH is asleep at the wheel. We got to get going. But at least for those holders that lost Ethereum, well, they get pretty much an even swap because the price is doing the very same thing it was on that day. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link. What is up, good people? Jungle Link here. I want to invite you to join my Patreon. It's $5.99 a month, but I plan to stock this with a ton of value here. Weekly newsletters, in-depth analysis, interviews, stuff that doesn't fit necessarily on the main YouTube channel, but I think you're going to really like. Check out the link below, and we'll see you there.